And good morning. Hello, YouTube. Heading out early today. I don't really have a clear agenda of what I'm doing, but I woke up just a little bit after noon. Ended up going to sleep directly after work. I know I mentioned in last night's video that I was thinking about kind of staying awake into the morning, and oh man, that ladder that was sitting over here last night is, pull the phone down so y'all can see it. Somebody knocked it down and busted the shit out of it. Oh, that bums me out. Of course, that also tells me that the plastic was probably kind of dry rotted from age, so probably not such a great ladder anyway. But I was actually thinking about that. I actually did something I haven't done lately that I should do more of. Shortly after I got up, I watched the video that I posted last night. I watched the whole thing, and all 40-some minutes of it, and went through and filled out the wow, that guy's flying around that corner. I had to go fly around that corner too. Whee! Went through and filled out the information, or the description. I think it's called the description on YouTube. Went through and filled out the description for it, with a bunch of timestamps to the more memorable things that happened, and as well as some corrections, because I got a handful of things just wrong. So just for those who haven't figured it out themselves, this is completely unscripted. It's completely off the cuff. It's just, whatever diarrhea is flowing out of my mind as I'm driving or walking. And I do sometimes get some names wrong, and some details wrong, and I do try to go back when I hear them, when I notice them. I do try to go back in the video description and correct that stuff when I can. I want to go left here. I do try to go through and correct this. Oh my goodness! Hey, I'm on my way to Rob's, and there's Rob calling me right now. And hello again, YouTube. I didn't even get around to saying the time and the date on the last video. You haven't missed much. I mean, for those who are familiar with the background and whatnot, I just drove a whopping less than a quarter mile southbound on 46th Street. So, I was just getting ready to talk about that I was probably headed to Rob's shop, and that was Rob wondering, hey, when the hell are you coming in here? And speaking of things that I got wrong in the last video, oh, by the way, the time of the date, it's Tuesday, September 6th, 2022, 1:35 p.m., and it's I'm trying to check the temperature here, because it's freaking hot. It's insanely hot for September. 107 degrees out right now. There was a high heat advisory for a Phoenix area for today, saying the high was going to be 110, but with it up at 107 right now, I can see it getting up to maybe at 111 or 112 today, which is just insanely hot for, wow, we got two buses stopped there. They're out Route 17. Yeah, it's insanely hot for September. Yeah, usually it cools off by Labor Day and after Labor Day. And by cools off, I mean, it gets down to a nice, comfortable 105, 100, highs of like 102 to 105. Usually by September, we're done with the 110s. But Yeah, Phoenix has got to be the only place I've ever lived where, you know, when it gets down to 100 degrees, people refer to it as cooled off. But you know, if you're from the valley, you know, and if you're watching me from somewhere else in the world, you're probably like, Jesus Christ, how do people live there? For the most part, we live here with air conditioning, which is a luxury I haven't had in my car through entirely too much of this summer. Anyways, I said I just got off the phone with Rob, on my way there. Let's see about getting when he thinks he's gonna be able to get the air conditioning actually working, and hopefully it'll stay working for longer than a week and a half this time. Hey, that week and a half was a whole lot better than the several times I took it to him, and it died within an hour of me leaving his place. So, and in defense of Rob, electrical issues in an older car can be problematic. I don't even know how many miles this car has on it. I think I've shown this before, but I'll show it again. The odometer is cracked. The display on it's cracked, so I just got that little blotch of orange there where my odometer should be. I'm 100% convinced that was done by the person who sold me the car in an attempt to obstruct the high mileage of the vehicle, which to me seems insanely stupid. I mean, hello, it was a 2006. I mean, the vehicle was, you know, the vehicle was over a decade old when I bought it. So, I mean, you know, hello, am I expecting it to be low mileage? I'm expecting it to be high mileage. If it's low mileage, like, surprise me by an odometer that works where I can see the low mileage. Other than that, you've just added more damage to the car and made it a little bit less valuable to me. Anyway, I'm going into Circle K, gonna get myself my sip and save drink for the day, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the Circle K cam. Hey, maybe there'll be a bum fight while I'm inside the store. Maybe, just maybe. Although looking around, I'm not seeing as many bums in the perimeter of the store as I normally do. So maybe the police have escorted them to the zone.